Demon Slayer is a great anime, and I'm not saying that because it's some sort of masterpiece, because there definitely is some times that I got a little bored watching, but with all the amazing animation with the fights and a cast of pretty cool characters, Demon Slayer has become an anime that everyone can enjoy. Demon Slayer starts out quite peacefully, but the action really starts to rise after the main character, Tanjiro, and his sister Nezuko's family gets killed by a demon, and his sister gets turned into one. And although this moment was pretty sad, this is the perfect motivation for a shonen main character to achieve his goal with a great twist to get viewers interested in the anime. And you probably didn't know, but I've watched a lot of different shonen anime, and there's pretty much a formula that most shonen anime follow. But Demon Slayer does it in a way that keeps you wanting to see what happens next, and one of the reasons that, in my opinion, Demon Slayer is probably one of the best shonen anime out there. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Ball franchise, but most everyone can agree that when fights get drawn out, it gets pretty boring, but it still leaves you wanting to watch more if you're a fan of the anime. But in Demon Slayer's case, pretty much all the fights are pretty fast-paced, and don't even get me started with Season 2, but because of this, the fights don't get too boring, and it leaves you wanting to watch more of the anime. Now, as the anime progresses, you get introduced to the main cast of characters, Zenitsu and Inosuke. Inosuke being my favorite of the two. And at first glimpse, you may find them really annoying, but they really do have distinct personalities, and that really shines when Zenitsu and Inosuke are in combat situations. How Zenitsu, being a coward, turns into a brave, capable fighter when sleeping, or how instead Inosuke is willing to work with his team instead of being super stubborn and hard-headed. But as I mentioned earlier, most of the fights are fast-paced, but just because the fights are fast-paced doesn't mean that some people won't get bored seeing fight after fight. And that's why I like to see the characters in the show having some sort of break every once in a while. As the story progresses, the main cast gets sent on another mission, where Tanjiro and Nezuko encounter their biggest enemy yet, Lower Moon 5, reveiw. As the inevitable fight between the two progresses with incredible animation, I started to feel the urge to start rooting for Tanjiro as he battles for his goal, and I think that's what all anime fights should do. The fight should get the viewer hyped and filled with energy. The entire anime should be expressing itself through the screen, as this scene did perfectly. When Tanjiro gets backed into a corner, he remembers his past family and his father's Hinokami Kagura, and Nezuko uses her blood demon art for the first time. And Tanjiro's resolve really starts to become more prominent. And just when you think Tanjiro has finally won, the anime throws a curveball, and it turns out that reveiw isn't really dead, but in typical anime fashion, Demon Slayer gives us a Deus Ex Machina, which turns out to be Gyuto Mioka, as he uses his 11th form water-breathing Dead Calm to save the day, and gives Tanjiro another reason to strive to become stronger. And by the end of the show, you find the main characters training to become stronger, and are given a new mission, leaving the viewer wanting to know what happened next. And that's where the first season ends off. In no way do I think Demon Slayer is an absolute masterpiece, but I definitely think that it deserves the recognition that it's gotten, and I just wanted to show my feelings on an anime that I enjoyed thoroughly myself. So if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you for watching. This is the first video of this type, and it shows, but I'm going to try to keep getting better and better. So thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video.
She said don't get too attached,